Hey everybody, welcome to another NSG Plays. Today I'm going to be playing Tron Maze-A-Tron. So let's go ahead and get started. Practice, no. Let's do the normal game speed, so I'm starting to move. Oh, I need to get in that IO, or at least the screen. And there I go. Alright, I'll try to explain the game as I play it, because this is a game a lot of people have difficulty understanding. So first of all, let's charge up. And I use my force field just there to freeze the recognizer. So you start the game with 25 energy units. Every time you use your force field, it costs 10 units. And what I want to do right now is just charge up to maximum. You can have 255 units. The one bummer is that you cannot see how many units you have unless you lose a life. It's like the beginning of a level. So I'm just going to keep charging. You can get an idea how many energy units you have based on the color of your glow when you use the shield. The yellow, I think, is moderate. So that's, by the way, that's a transformer that I'm stepping into to charge up. And I'm using this flip-flop to go back and forth so I have time to charge up. And the good news is that recognizer, as long as he's on the screen, he will not go anywhere. So now I'm at red, so I'm charged up more. And I do apologize. It's kind of a little tedious at the beginning when you want to charge up. Not a lot of action. But pretty soon... Oh, I'm charged up. It stopped glowing. So now I'm charged up. Now I'm going to get some zeros. These things, these padlocks right here, I have to avoid those sparks. They can take away energy from you. These padlocks represent zeros that I'll be using later on at the RAM chips. So let's just keep on getting zeros until I'm almost off the screen. That should be good. There's another recognizer. So let's go ahead and use my shield. You want to use your shield before he touches you. If you wait to the last second, it may not activate in time. And there's another one. Oh no! I'm going to go off the screen. Now, you can see I have 255 units now. I need to get in this IO. The RAM chips are located in 2 of 4 mazes, and you don't know which maze you're on, except at the beginning you start maze 1. Oh, and I'm right at the RAM chips. Great! So if I go in, I freeze it. I want to get everything down to 0. But I don't want to press my luck too much. And I used a 0 right there to do it. Those red shields, they will kill you. So now I need to find a flip-flop to turn around. The recognizer, will follow you if either one, you're really close, or if he's in line with sight with you, either vertically or horizontally. Otherwise, he'll leave you alone. And if the recognizer touches that red force field right there, he will freeze. See? Frozen right there. So I want to get a flip-flop so I can go back to those RAM chips. Those chips with the numbers are RAM chips. In order to face the MCP, you have to get all those RAM chips to 0. And there's the flip-flop. Great. Now if I get out of his line of sight, he will... There he goes, and now he's going to hit it and freeze, but I have to go through that. Now I can touch him while he's frozen. It's not going to hurt me. Shield on, go through, and I'm good. Try not to touch those sparks. They take away energy. I'm playing on this second slowest speed. The slowest speed is just too slow for me. The game is actually feels more kind of boring and tedious when it's on that speed. Controls pretty well. Let's see, I don't know if I'll shake him. Ah. And now he's following me because he picked up on my scent. And now he says, I don't know where you're at. And now let's go down here. And let's charge up. We're going to go back to those RAM chips, as you can see. Good. There we go. So let's try and get this bottom row taken care of. Turn to 0, please. That's a 0. Good. Oh, so now I have to use one of these to... I don't know how many zeros I have because the game's... Usually I don't get to the RAM chips this quickly. Got that 0, got that 0. Let's go back. Let's go on the top. So when you're on the top, it locks in the left number. From the bottom, it locks in the right. Turn to 0. It's not turning to 0. There. Okay, turn to 0, please. There we go. Turn to 0. Why won't you turn to 0? Alright. So I'm going to have to get that flip-flop again. Charge up a little bit. Again, that's one of the things about this game. I really wish that you could see how much energy you have. Better not spend too much time. I need time to maneuver through the maze. Because finding those chips is actually typically hard, and I just got really lucky right there. Oh no. I feel like I've used a lot of energy. But thankfully, I got that flip-flop chip right away, and now the recognizer, he's staying on the screen, so I don't have to do it again. But I do need to go through this. Good. Oh. I may have a lot of energy. Again, I don't know because it doesn't show you. But I definitely want to avoid those sparks who like to take energy from you. Oh, and I just did that, and my shield's a different color. It's getting lower on energy. Thankfully, I can get a little bit more here. Hopefully that'll be good for now. Come on. There we go. But again, I don't know how many zeros I have left. See if they'll turn. I'm waiting for this one to turn to 0. There we go. Ah. Oh, and I don't have any zeros. Oh, I'm going to have to find... I am short 1 0. Holy cow. If I would have got that in time, I would have gone to face the MCP. That is kind of frustrating. Maybe there's a lock nearby. I don't know. Yes, there is. Good. And I need to hit this. Good. Alright, this will work out. That's good. Because all I need is 1 0, which you get from the locks. Again, you don't see how many they are, but you use the upper side button to turn a 1 into a 0. But I want to be careful that I don't let a recognizer jump right on me. I'm going to try and run by him. He'll go after me for a second, but then he might get there just like that. Time to go face the MCP. Alright. That's actually pretty quick for me. Alright, so the top two numbers on the outside, the 1 and 0, I want to match them. When he shoots those lightning bolts at me from his eyes, I need to use my shield. If he hits me 3 times, I will die. Good, got it. Every time a matched pair goes off the screen, I get points. But if I don't shoot a matched pair and it goes off the screen, the numbers in the stack on the upper side will, I won't register, will go up 1. And on the right, it shows how many hits I have left. This is the only point in the game when you can score points, and there is no way to really defeat the MCP. Oh, I got hit once. If I get hit 2 more times, I will lose. Oh, come on. Okay, 1-1. I'm just going to be on defense for a minute here. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking for 0-0. Oh, it's not counting it. I think I just need to go on defense for a minute. It is really hard to focus on defending yourself and getting the numbers at the same time. At least for me it is. Because I do not want to lose life. Let's just shoot a bunch of these numbers on this side. This match is 0. Oh, got it. Good. If I only have 1 hit left, I will just defend myself until the round ends. Oh, and that's it. I'm just going to defend myself. I'll wait for him to shoot and I'll defend myself. And I'll let the round end. Because I don't feel like losing a life. Maybe I'll try and get a few more points. But you kind of have to press the buttons in advance. Ah, I wish the aiming was a little bit easier because I feel like the crosshair's over the number, but it's not counting it. Ah, I'm not going to get it in time. And so there you go. I'm back to the beginning. And I don't want to be on the first maze because it never has ram chips. So that's why I'm getting out of here. Now the game should be a little faster. And I have no idea which maze I am. But we'll just kind of walk around and see. If you see ROM chips, those are the chips with the red force fields by him. That usually indicates that you are close to ram chips, that the maze has ram chips on it. And I'll just let this recognizer hang out with me for a little bit. See, he's not going to attack me until I'm lined up with him. Then he goes, but then I break off the sensor range, and now he's gone. And I might get stuck. Oh, I didn't. Good. Oh, no! And I think I'm running low on energy. Let's get another 0. Oh, but thankfully there is a transformer to get some more energy. More than meets the eyes. That's good. Ah, I'm getting stuck. I didn't hit my... I let go of my shield for a second, and that cost me. So I'm down 1 life. There's no way to earn extra lives in the game. Okay, so this means I'm probably close to ram chips. But I'm also... So that last time, I think what happened is my finger slipped off the shield the moment he touched me, because these side buttons can be stiff. Oh no! So let's just keep going this way. Eventually I think we'll find some RAM chips. Really like the music in this game. The sound, well, the limited sounds, but it's very Tron-esque. Good sound effects. And I'm just going to keep going this way. The circuit mazes go in a loop, so if you go any one direction, eventually you'll end up where you began. And I think I'm going to need to use a shield for this guy. He's just too close. These blue circuits, they don't do anything. But those padlocks, they do. Get some more zeros. Usually by the time I get to the RAM chips, I have more than enough zeros, but today I got on the first set so quickly that... Oh no! Okay, well, we'll go up here then. Let's go around. You know what? Let's go back and get a little bit more energy. And then we'll go get some zeros. That should be okay for now. Got another 0 for the RAM chip section. Oh no, don't stick me up there. Come on, tell me there's a way to get around. No! Might as well get a chip. There, got another chip, but now I'm off screen. So back to the first maze. I got over 100 energy. I didn't see how many zeros I have. This looks similar. Let's do this again. Let's go. I don't know. It can be very hard to tell where you are because these mazes are all very, very similar. You know what? Let's try something. Let's see if we can eventually warp to the RAM chips. Sometimes you get lucky like I did the first time around and you end up right with the RAM chips. So let's see if we can do that. If we just eventually we'll warp, because I think it's random. Yep, and now we're at a new place. And we'll just hang out here. See if eventually we get... Yep, and here's some ROM chips, which means the RAMs are probably nearby. Now I probably have more than enough zeros. So this is all the game is. It's just 2 phases. You go back and forth. Zero out the RAM chips, fight the MCP. Zero out the RAM chips, fight the MCP. And avoid recognizers. Let's go the other way. Because I think I want to go back to where those RAM chips... Again, if I went far enough, you would eventually get to the RAM chips anyway, but I think this might be closer. Each maze has, like, if I froze it, you know, that'd be like one screen. Each maze is comprised of 38 screens. It takes a while. Takes a while to travel them all. Good. I didn't see Tron until after the year 2000. I think it's a good movie. I think the special effects are really good. The story's okay. So I like the movie. Maybe not as much as some diehard Tron fans, but I like Tron. And I actually thought Tron Legacy was pretty good too. I think I'm weird because I think I like Tron, the original Tron, less than diehard fans, but Legacy more, if that makes sense. Alright, there we go. I forgot to say, I can also hit a button to stop the screen from scrolling for 2 seconds, but it also costs energy, so I tend not to. But I might do it if I get near their RAM chips again. How much farther? You know, when I flip the directions around, maybe I should have just kept going. That's the thing. The mazes, there's only like 5 unique pieces of the maze, so the mazes start to look very similar after a while. Woo! I'm getting stuck. No, I think I want to stay down here. Sometimes I get stuck on the top, and I don't want to get stuck right now. Don't get stuck on the maze, no! Some people who play this game complain, and kind of rightly so, that Finding the ram chips can be very, very difficult to do. You can just be wandering around and never seem to come across them. I do think finding those ram chips with the red force fields in between them is a huge key in finding them. And there they are. All right, let's get cracking. 1 0. Another 0. Oh man, just rocking it. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. Use some of my zeros here. Man, that one moved really fast. Oh, running low on energy. And now, unfortunately, I have to take the long journey back. And find that flip-flop. Get a little more energy. I might be in trouble here soon. I'm in trouble. And I stopped the screen, but you know what? I can't go anywhere. Oh well. And this is a part of the game where it just gets kind of tedious. And I kind of stop having fun, honestly. I like finding it, but after a while, it just loses interest with me. Got plenty of zeros now. Yeah, I'm down to my last life. Probably the best. Let's give another crack. And oh, there we go. And honestly, I don't know if I find those RAM chips again, if my progress will be saved. But I'll give it a go. Try and find them one more time for y'all. Yep, there's the... Uh-oh. I am out of energy. My game's about to end because I can't use my shields. And my game's over. So there you go. That's my Tron Maze-A-Tron. It's an okay game. A lot of people don't understand how to play it, so hopefully this helped you understand. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, click like and subscribe. I also reviewed this game too if you want to check out my reviews to get more of a kind of in-depth look on how the game works. But hopefully this playthrough kind of gave you an idea. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and have a wonderful day.